गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. We are born not to die. We are born not just to live. We are born to succeed. Alas, we don't know what is the definition of success. Normally we mean success means earning a lot in the external world and having, if average person has got one car, then I have bekar. Gujarati being bekar. If others have one house, then I will have 10 houses. If others have one wife, I will have 4 wives. Isn't it? Because success in life. And thus we all focus our attention when we talk about success only in the external area of our life. But the question is, when we talk about success, is it a right definition? See, one of the biggest problem that all of us go through in our old age is 2 regrets. Regret number 1. Kimahagam sadhuna karavam. Regret number 2. Kim aham papam akaravam iti. In the old age, all what good we have done, that we will never remember. But all the bad which we have done, that will surface very strongly. And then constant frustration, depression. Like I remember when I was young, that time one old man came and told me, Swamiji, had you come in my life 35 years before? Then I told him, stop. Why? Then you have to clean my linens. Because 35 years before, I was just a baby. No, I don't mean that. See? So when we say, had I come in contact with Mahatmas, maybe in my younger days I would have changed. But now it is a total regret. I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. But then in the old age, other than regrets, there is nothing which is our property. See, you have got comforts, but you don't have sleep. You have got money, but you don't have anybody to talk to. See, then you have to pay for listening. Somebody should come as a listener. See, and thus we get ourselves isolated from the society. See, therefore, friends, it is necessary to redefine. When we say we are successful in life, what exactly we mean by success? See, the management buzzword used to be earlier, in search of excellence. Management is a big gimmick of different words. There is management is a myth. There is mismanagement is the reality. So, that buzzword used to be this, in search of excellence. Now what is excellence? What we call as success or excellence. So if we imagine success one-sided, our condition will be like this. One man wanted to participate in the marathon Olympic race. So qualification, you should have 2 legs and able to run. Yes, he went. So he was rejected. Why? Because your one leg is elephantitis and the other leg is polio. He said, so what? Average, it is okay. See, friends, if we talk about success in life, only on one parameter, what is achieved in the external world, and we neglect the other parameter, what is happening inside, then we are not in a balanced mode of thinking or experiencing. Therefore, when we say success, we have to take into account both external prosperity and internal peace. Unless these two things are perfectly balanced, we have not attained success in life. There are many people who have got everything in their life externally, but internal poverty. Because there is no contentment. Only because we have a wrong equation. The wrong equation is fulfillment of the desires is equal to fulfillment in life. This is the wrong equation. And what we have been doing all through our life was only this. Fulfill the desires one after another, one after another. And we don't understand one basic point. In fulfilling one desire, a dozen new are entertained. Then out of those dozen desires, again we want to fulfill one desire, another 2 dozens are entertained. And in this manner, with every desire fulfillment, hundreds are created. And a stage comes in life that I have lived so much, yet I wish I had done this, I had done that. See, this I learned many years before. I went to Badrinath. And there was some function. So, we Mahatmas were called and there was a floating population. Some Mahatmaji organized something. So, I also went because I was called. And then they started talking. One Mahatma spoke in Gujarati, 10 minutes. Then others spoke in Hindi, third spoke in Marathi, fourth spoke in Tamil, Telugu and Bengali, like that. And I was sitting last because I was youngest. And then that Mahantaji told, now you talk in English. I know you can talk in English, you talk in English. I may talk, but who is going to understand? It doesn't matter. Anyway, nobody listens, everybody knows. So I have fired. So that his forum is complete, So I spoke in English for about half an hour or 20 minutes. After that, everybody clapped. I don't know what for. Maybe because I concluded. So after that was over, everybody went. I was also going. I did namaskar to the Mahatma going. He said, no, you wait. Let others go. So I was waiting. I said, no, I don't know what to do next. So I was sitting on the floor. He said, no, don't sit there. You come and sit here. He made me sit next to him on his gadda. So I sat. One of the principles I have followed in my life, I never get into any discussion and argument. It's a very simple way of living. Sit here, how does it matter? So I sat there and then he said, I wish I had studied English in my life. I would have moved throughout the world and spread the gospel of our scriptures. But those days we were never encouraged to study English. We were only told we should study our mother tongue, we should study Sanskrit. Why we should study English? But now I am regretting. So after all that was over, when I went, this thought was constantly ringing in my mind. If we have one regret in our heart towards the evening of our life is not fulfilled. See, friends, should we call that we have successfully lived our life? See, if we have got lot of money, and if that means success, then go to a rich man. See, he has nothing to talk about that stinking dollars. Nothing else. See? Therefore, when we say success in life, means what? Means like we play with the children. How do we play with the children? I'll give an example. Once, I was in somebody's house and the food was getting ready. So, I was just playing with the child carom. So, I said, hey, I don't know how to play, but teach me. So, he told me. I said, okay. And then that boy was playing so fatafat and I was not getting anything. So, I started playing tricks. Then suddenly I'll say, hey, what is that? So when he looks, that's it, put 2 coins in mine. Very good, very good. And he caught me once. And when he caught me, he started crying, Swamiji is cheat. And he's cheating me, like that. Then I said, look here, now we are playing, you will definitely win. So first I was winning and he was crying. And when I started deliberately doing the same trick, now I used to put in his pocket, so he gets it. So when he was defeated, it was not a joy for me. And when I was getting defeated, it was not a failure for me. Why? It was a game of life. Go to 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. Failure in life is living in sin. See? And the sin is only this. We are all the time agitated, disturbed. See? One of the most important and highest achievement in life is only maintenance of equanimity. The disease which is discussed in Bhagavad Gita is the disease called as mamata. Don't add a Bengali title. So the disease is mamata. And the medicine for that mamata disease is samata. Whether you talk about the path of action, karma yoga, there also samatvam yoga uchyate. When you follow the path of yoga, there also that atmaupamena sarvatra samam pashyati yorjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. In the path of yoga also, equanimity is the highest achievement in life. When you follow the path of devotion, there yasman no dvijate lokaha lokan no dvijate chayaha. He who is not a problem for others and he doesn't take anybody as a problem, that equanimous is my devotee. And when you follow the path of knowledge, then vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini shuni chaiva shvapakecha panditaha samadarshinaha. A wise man is equanimous to all things and beings. See, friends, therefore when we think about have we succeeded in our life, so is our success equivalent to only our bank balance or the various kinds of things we have enjoyed in life, or whether we have done lot of yajna and we have given a lot of money in charity, or we are at peace with ourselves? See, there was one lady in Bombay, very nice lady. She will go and help everybody. She used to help me also, come to my place and clean my room, and so methodical and perfectionist. I always used to like her. Everything meticulously she will do it. And one day she said, Swamiji, you have never told me anything. Please give me some advice, some upadesh. I said, are you ready to receive upadesh? I will not praise you. No, Swamiji, please tell me something. Then I asked her, I said, why are you running away from yourself? What do you mean? I said, you are constantly running away from yourself, therefore you keep yourself busy with everybody and everything. Why don't you learn to sit by yourself without getting bored? This is one of the biggest spiritual practice. Just be yourself. See? No TV, no newspaper, no mobile, no cricket, no stock market, no bottles, no glasses. Just be. And see what it is. You will be most afraid of your own presence. See, friends. And therefore then we go from here to there. We want to get involved in so many activities. Then we go in search of creating something. So if I am a Krishna Bhakta, then I will see that something Krishnas are created. If I am a Rama Bhakta, then I will create something for the Rama. And keep myself busy and call it as a social service. In reality, I am running away from myself. So when I told her, she started crying. Swamiji, you are very bad. You have touched my weak point. Then she started telling the whole story of her life. See, friends, please remember, if we are at peace with ourselves, then alone we can be at peace with the whole world. If we are not at peace with ourselves, we will not only be disturbed inside, but we will be also creating disturbances in the whole world outside. See? And a person who is at peace with himself, within himself, he is always cheerful and happy. Because, be very attentive, success means not proving anything to anybody in this world. Normally, what is our understanding? I want to prove something to somebody, but I don't know what I want to prove and to whom. See, friends. And once we start leading our life with this understanding, and understanding is very simple, friends. Today, when we went somewhere to one Mahatma, I did Namaskar Chamatkar. So when you go and do Namaskar to somebody, immediately, oh, why should you do Namaskar Swamiji to somebody, You are not less. See, the mind is a terrible monster. When we give respect, even to a stone called as Krishna, and feel blessed, can't we experience more than that when you see the same divinity in everyone? Be very attentive. When we respect and revere, we are benefited. Not the idol, not the person. See, one day in Rudraprayag, we were going to Badrinath, and there were 2-3 buses and all our friends. So we broke the journey and having a cup of tea or coffee, something like that. So I was standing there, relaxing myself, and so many devotees going to the temple Badrinath. And Indians means what? When they see one Babaji, and if one lady comes and does Namaskar, then the whole sheep flock is behind. So one lady came, she inaugurated, did Namaskar, then the second, then the third, the fourth. And there was one medical doctor, she was the professor of radiology from Delhi University, some college. So she asked me, Swamiji, yes, how do you feel when so many people do Namaskar to you? What do you feel? Please tell me. So I didn't tell her anything. Next lady, I said, Amma, please ruko, please wait. She stopped. Then I did Namaskar to that doctor ni. And I told those, I said, look here, when my mother is there, you should salute me or my mother. Of course, Maharaj ji, maa to sabse badi hoti hai. So this is my mother. So the whole queue was diverted toward her. And I was enjoying tea and samosa. And she was boiling inside. And when we started, sat in the bus, she was so red and green and yellow. Swamiji, I never knew you are so nasty. So what happened? I was acting innocent. I am a very good actor. I was acting innocent. What happened? What happened? Why did you do that? I said, what did I do? That namaskar? I said, I did it because I respect you. No, I was feeling so awkward, so many people coming and doing namaskar to me. I said, you wanted to know what do I feel like, is it not? When so many people come and do namaskar, so you have got aparokshanubhuti, direct experience. Then I told her, I said, look here, please remember, they didn't know whether you are my mother or not. But when they did namaskar to you with respect and reverence, they are benefited. This is a rule. See, such a simple rule. And when we invoke that rule in our life, we will learn why our scriptures tell respect elders. See? And there are 4 types of elders in this world. Some are elders by age. So they deserve respect. Whether he is your servant or a watchman, if he is elder than us, we must respect that person. See, it is a question of just a time, that's all. See, this happened in Delhi. One director of one institution with whom I was going in his institution for address. So, me and he were sitting behind and the driver was in the front. And this director was constantly nagging and scolding the driver. Every now and then. When it went up to a limit, he just pulled down the vehicle on the side, stopped, and came out of the vehicle and told, Sir, I am a government servant, you are a government servant. It is just God's will that today I am driving and today you are a director. Anything can happen in this world. One servant scolding another servant, and you know, sir, I am of the age of your grandfather and you are so young. This is not taught to you by your parents, that respect the elders. A driver has to talk this thing. See? It is extremely necessary that we invoke this principle. We have to respect and find out excuses why we should respect. Somebody is elder than us by age, respect. Somebody is wealthier than us, respect. Somebody is powerful than us, respect. Somebody is wise than us, respect. These are the 4 areas wherein everyone will fit in somewhere or the other. And as a net result, you will start leading a life wherein you learn to give respect to the whole creation. What do we do when we go to the temple? We give respect to that idol, is it not? And why we give respect to the idol? Because we suspect divinity in that stone. So when we can suspect divinity in a stone, man-made, can't we suspect divinity in God's creation? See? And in this attitude, when we lead our life, external prosperity and inner purity and tranquility will be a perfect balance. Then alone life is successful. See? Otherwise, success, if we mean whatever I want to do, that I do in my life, then you go to the Western world. See, the number of suicide cases, the number of loneliness is so high because external they have taken care of. One day one person was asking me this question in US. Why India doesn't have good infrastructure? See, in our US, how beautiful it is. So I told, the reason is, you Americans knew that there is nothing worth staying inside the house. Therefore, you have got infrastructure, you keep on running on the roads all the time. TGIF, run out. In India, we have got wonderful homes. Nobody wants to go on the road on Saturday and Sunday. See, you have got infrastructure and intra-fracture. We have got intrastructure and extra fracture. How does it matter? And out of our total life, how many hours we live on the road and how many hours we live inside the house? See, friends, external prosperity alone is not success. What is required is we have to have inner peace. And when we don't have inner peace, then the snatching of the chains and the drugs and the drinks. I was in California somewhere. One evening I was walking. So one person came. Hey, are you Hindu? I said, yes. Give $10. I want to go and drink. See, imagine. See, you claim to be belonging to a prosperous country, but beg for drinking, This is how external prosperity alone is not success in life, but we have to take care of our inner beauty. Then alone we have achieved success in life. If this is done, then we are playing the game of life for the joy of it. Or else we are playing the game professionally to win. See? You have seen when these people are playing the tennis? Or when they bowl and then, the wicket is down. And if it doesn't, disgusting. More than enjoying the game, it is only the struggle to win. Life is not a struggle, it is a joy to live. Therefore, the secret of achievement is only this, that if we are failure in the outer world and if we learn from our failure, we are never a failure. See, the other day in the flight I was reading something about Tendulkar, Sachin Tendulkar. There was some interview and he says that I never see any serials or movies or anything, but I see my own recordings, my own game. Whatever is the latest one that I see. And then I observe. And then I improve. Oh, this particular ball I should not have played this way. This I should have played this way. It would have been a 4. But it became only 1. See? That means from every mistake that he has done, he is learning. See? This process of learning is a beautiful way wherein failure is deleted from our life. If we keep learning from every experience of our life, we grow wise. And if we don't learn from the experiences of our life, we grow old and otherwise. And when we grow old and otherwise, then what happens? We demand respect. We don't command respect. But if we are growing wise, then a wise man never has failed in his life because he has learned from every experience. See? Take the common example you all know about Tulsidas Ji Maharaj. When he was rebuked by his wife, he has taken that rebuke in a constructive manner and became Tulsidas. Now, how many wives have rebuked how many husbands? And how many have become Tulsidas? Most of them have become Devdas. गम उठाने के लिए मैं तो पिए जाता हूँ. See the disgusted fellows? They don't learn from the experiences of their life. Therefore, the secret of achievement is that first we define what is achievement. It is not only in the external prosperity, but also the inner peace. Now, the other side. Many times we justify our poverty as a glory. Never do that. We have to work, earn money and be affluent. Affluence is not against spiritual growth. See? Otherwise, no, simple living, high thinking, it is actually shabby living and stupid thinking. It is not that. Earn a lot and yet let that riches not touch our head. In that balance when we live, then alone we have learned the meaning of the achievement or success in life properly. Thus both the sides. We take the external prosperity as well as the inner peace into consideration. If it is only one-sided, then it is only glorifying that middle class, characters. See, these people only they are lazy. Those who are poor, most of them are lazy. They don't want to work hard. See, if you see, when our country was partitioned, this side, Punjab, Sindh, your Gujarat, etc., Rajasthan, and that side, Bengal. Now see the difference between these two sides of our own country. This side, western side people working hard. Today they are everywhere and prosperity. Your Gujarat is one of the best states in the country today. You go to Bengal, now also the same muri and that black pepper and jal muri, and that is all. Do you know why? One very important principle, please remember. Glorifying our past culture is not the way to prosper in the future. Don't go on glorifying. हमारी भगवद गीता में ये कहा है, अरे मारो गोली, you find out what you are now. See? Then all these, white collar retired people who quote Bhagavad Gita, it is such a fun. In Bombay it happened. In one of this Lions Club meeting, I was called as a chief guest, and then they have to introduce me. So one person started introducing. We are so happy that the most learned Swami of the world is among us. These are all standardized, And then he said, Swamiji taught me, I have never seen that Gujarati any time in my life. But he stayed, talk though. So, Swamiji taught me that Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. In Bhagavad Gita it is said, and I tell you, I started missing my heartbeats. Because in Bhagavad Gita this slok doesn't come. Oh. Then he said, I have taught him that, imagine. See? And after all that was over, then we were having a cup of tea. I said, you are quoting Bhagavad Gita, it was so nice, you are very well read. Yes, Swamiji, I got a hobby of studying, therefore. But I said, which is your edition of Bhagavad Gita? This does not come in Bhagavad Gita. It doesn't come in Bhagavad Gita. Even I also don't know. That means his ignorance is the authority of wisdom. Then I said, no, this comes in some other text. Probably it comes in the Yoga Vasishta. Yoga Vasishta, ये क्या होता है? Then you know what he said? I thought all the shlokas are only in Bhagavad Gita. You can imagine the height of foolishness. See? So if we are taking only for the quotation of it, then it is only a burden that we carry. See? Therefore, when we are wanting to achieve success in life, let us keep the process of learning from our experiences and grow wise with every experience. And when we take this principle, you will see you have invoked the principle of Guru in your heart. See, the principle of Guru is always residing in the heart of every one of us. You know that verse which I chant, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The meaning we modify, we gurus. You know what is the real meaning? The real meaning is Brahma ji is your Guru, Vishnu Bhagwan is your Guru, Lord Shiva is your Guru, Parabrahma Paramatma is your Guru, and that Guru is in your heart. And that Guru is our ability and the readiness to learn. If we refuse to learn, Bhagwan Krishna failed to be the Guru of Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra. So where is that Guru? Then Guru is our readiness and our ability to learn. See? And if we are ready to learn, even from a passing truck, that truck is your Guru. Why there is a poverty? I have got only one Guru, Daridri. Everyone can become our Guru if we are ready to learn. Like, on a truck backside it was written. Such a beautiful thing. That Punjabi proverb, Neki kar kuए mein dal. That means do good and forget. So there it was written, Neki kar jute kha, maine khaye tu bhi kha. Such a beautiful thing, Means what? All those who think that they are doing good to the world, they are ultimately going to end up in frustration. See how beautiful it is. Do good for the sake of doing, that's all. Don't count. See? And in this manner, when we keep on learning from every experience of our life, we grow young every day. Never stop the process of learning. See? Here I am for a few days. Now morning those ladies workshop, evening with you, and then I get 2-3 hours before, 2-3 hours afterwards. So I can always go and sleep or watch a movie. But I preferred to spend time with this computer girl, and in 3-4 days she has taught me 3-4 programs which I wanted to use. And then now we made a beautiful project to present all my meditations with a PowerPoint presentation. Now it is a big project, it will take time. Now till this project is complete, I am already busy. See? Lead life project-wise. Take some project. Now this year I have to complete studying Bhagavad Mahapuran. Spend time, read Sanskrit, translation, word by word. Then after that you have completed, take another project. That I will see that whole area around my house is clean. There is one person, Mr. Agrawal in Pune. When he was taking me someplace, I never knew him. I said, Mahatma Ji, who are you, what are you, why you are taking me, where you are taking me. I never know till the last moment what is going to happen. Always living in utter present. So he said, Swami Ji, I had to take you to the house of Mr. Shah. He told me because he is busy in arranging the things. I said, all right. Then what do you do? Then he says, Swamiji, I got such and such thing, all kind of thing. I said, okay, let's go to your factory. It was not decided because he told that my factory is one of the cleanest factory and so blah, blah, blah. I said, let's go straight away without telling it. I said, don't phone. We went to his factory. They were producing this carton paper, corrugated, those papers that he was producing. And when we reached the factory, more than 300-400 workers, not even a piece of paper anywhere. Everything spick and span. In between the various machines, in the center point, there is a dustbin and a jhadu. Anybody walking, he comes across, whether it is a director or anybody, put it down there. Clean and neat. So what he said, he really meant it. Then I said, hey, you are a genius. Have you done anything? Yes. Then he told me, I am very fond of cleanliness. So what I did, all around the plastic, I was fed up. So one day I appointed one boy on the muster of my factory, and his duty was collect all the plastic bags, and then we'll throw them in the municipal place. So he started collecting every day, 8 hours, slowly. The whole area became clean with one man. Then other people, hey, there is something different around, it is not the same area. So when they saw this boy, they asked him, hey, who are you? He said, I am so and so. Why are you doing this thing? Babuji told me. Who is your Babuji? वो घर में रहते हैं. So they came to him. And then he said, yes, I don't like dirty things inside the house as well as outside the house. So I am doing it. It is my joy, it is my fun. No, we will join with you. And slowly, 3, 4, 5 of them joined. The whole area becomes so beautiful, clean and neat. See? Otherwise, normally what we do? We complain, government, municipality, politicians. But what is our contribution? Only producing garbage. See, friends, life becomes beautiful. We never become old if we are in a creative mode in life. See, another thing I'll tell you, somewhere I have seen, there was a hillock, a completely barren hillock. And then the people used to go for a morning walk. And when some of them came and we are having satsang, Swami, what you say is okay, but the government doesn't work. What can we do? Please tell us something. I said, what do you do in the morning? Sleep or go for a walk? No, we go for a walk. Where do you go for a walk? We go to that hillock. So I saw that hillock completely barren. I said, hey, why don't you do one thing? You all oldies, take up this project. Make small pits, first 1 month, then plant nice plant and adopt plant. When you go from your home, like you are going for a lota, you have to go take a lota in your hand, go and water that plant, and they are your children, and let them grow. See what a joy it is. And they did it. And within a period of 1 or 2 years, the whole topography of that hillock changed. See, life is so beautiful if we learn the art of creating something. See? And the more creativity we have awakened, the younger we grow. Old age is where all the faculties are retired. And then अवजी के क्या करेंगे, लेकिन मरते भी नहीं. See? Therefore, the art of growing young is, let us be creative. And for that, this beautiful technique, let us get engaged in some creative project. The whole life becomes beautiful. And in this manner, the net result is we are left with no time at our disposal. This is one very important principle. Lesser the time at our disposal, happier we are. About this, I'll give an example. See, there is one book called as Panchadashi. I have written a commentary on that. And it is a very thin commentary of 2000 pages. And that I have written when I used to have regular 5 to 6 lectures for the students, then going for the lectures outside the place, then attending to all the emails and friends. In between, if I get 10 minutes, then in the 10 minutes I will go and sit on that. And in this manner, I completed that commentary in a short period of 6 months or 1 year. Completed the whole commentary. Writing. Each page minimum 5 times is required to be written when it goes to the press. Then I thought, when I took the second book, I thought, I will take a break, 3 months, and finish the book. And then I took 3 months break and wanted to write this Amruta Anubhav, one of the most beautiful book. You do study that. You will really learn, go deeper. And then I said, okay, now I'll take a break and write. 3 months I had no lectures, no yagya, no going anywhere, sitting in one place. And in those 3 months I did not write 3 words. That day I discovered the meaning of this proverb. If you want to get a job done in an unknown place, go to that place and find out the busiest man in that place. A busiest man will do your job also. If you go in search, किसी के पास टाइम है क्या? हाँ जी मेरे पास टाइम है. He is good for nothing. Therefore all the time is there. See, it is extremely necessary that we all have to recognize this principle. The more busy we are, the more efficient we are. See, one example I'll give about this. South Africa, somewhere in Cape Town. My friend was driving me and he was driving so slow. I said, come on yaar, bullock cart chala raha hai kya? Jal bhagao. Swami ji, he was very cool. Even if I go fast, at the most we will earn 5 minutes. So why go fast? I said, how to tell this fellow? Then I asked him, I said, okay, let us play a game. What is the game? I said, when a car passes, tell me the age of the driver. He said, how it is possible? I said, you say, I'll tell you how it is possible. So one car went. And what is the age of the driver? I don't know. Pass? Yes. So you tell. So I told. The age is so and so, so and so. Of every car passing, I was telling the age. He said, on what ground you are telling? I said, there is a formula. The formula is the speed of the car is inversely proportionate to the age of the driver. Swamiji, what do you want to say? I said, I want to say that you are old and outdated. When you are driving fast, you have to keep all your faculty alert. See? Therefore, if we really want to live our life fully, keep yourself extremely busy. No time is left to get bored and tired. See? And there are many things in this world wherein we can keep ourselves engaged. It is not necessary social work alone. There are many things. 1 or 2 examples I'll give you. One old lady, she is no more. She died at the age of 101. And she was L-shaped, like this bent. And this happened in somewhere in Pune. And my lectures were on Kathopanishad. So sometimes she will come and sit. And sit like that on the steps. And nobody will disturb or talk her. She was hard of hearing also, she will come. And after the lecture was over, I went to her room. She had her own puja and all that. I did namaskar. She gave me a little bit of sugar and 2 drops of milk. Prasad, I took that. Then she said, Swamiji, today you are chanting this Vithala Vithala Nama Gajara so beautiful. I never knew you sing so well. I did not say even once. Not even once. But she was all the time intoxicated in that inner chanting. And she had no time for anybody. Her grandchild was to be married. She did not have time even to go for the marriage. She said, how can I go? Because, evening time I had to do the arati. And if I don't do arati, who will give bhog to my Krishna? I cannot come. You can imagine. She had no time for anything or anybody. Right from morning till she goes to sleep, she has no time. As a result, she was never a problem for anybody. We become a problem for others when we have got all the time and we want all the attention. See? Therefore, friends, It is extremely necessary. Karma yoga does not mean only doing the job for the good of the world, but karma yoga means keep yourself occupied in such a manner that ultimate result is you are ever cheerful and happy. That is karma yoga. See, doing more karma is workaholism. And expressing in and through every action the bliss that you are, that is karma yoga. See? And in this manner, when slowly we learn, then the next principle comes, that our competence increases. When our competence increases, we do not compete with others. See? It's a very important thing. And competence can increase only when we are competing with our earlier performance. How I was earlier. Earlier I used to get angry 100 times per second. But I only don't get angry, others also get. So, they get 200 times, I am better. Then what will happen? I will try to improve. I will get 150 times angry. On the contrary, if we compete with our own performance, earlier I used to get angry 100 times per second, now I have stopped it. Now I get angry only 99 times per second. Congratulations, one less. There is a progress. Then again continue, have self-control. And again, then now I am definitely improved. Now I get angry only 90 times per second. See? And in this manner, when we are developing competence, then you don't have to compete with others. See? When we compete with others, we can use any techniques. Like the Indian crabs, you know that? There was an exhibition in a school and all live specimens were there. And different crabs, the Malaysian crabs and Bangkok crabs and and Indian crabs also. Every jar was covered with a cloth or something. Indian crabs, no cover. So I said, hey, you have forgotten to put the cover, it will go out. No, don't worry, they are Indian crabs. Why? When one goes up, the other pulls down. In competition, we can go any way. But to develop competence, you have to improve yourself. See? And when we have to improve ourselves, our attention will be never justifying our wrong behavior, our wrong actions, our wrong approach to life. Never justify. See? We have to change ourselves. See? Then we are slowly working on the most important principle of the law of karma is this now. See, when I am talking to you, I am doing a karma. Is it not? Because organ of speech is organ of action. So when I am talking to you, now this action, the result of this action, where do I find out? So there are three places where we can observe the result of this action. I am giving talk and you are listening. Now if I try to see the result of this action in you, how much you have improved. So what has happened? I have gone away from myself, is it not? That which takes us away from ourselves is the sin. See? Now the second place. When we are whatever doing in this world, we gather as the result of our action some impressions. And those impressions together constitute a total experience that we have. And if we all the time talk about our experiences, this is what happens with all the oldies. anything happening anywhere, they have a similar experience and they start. About this, I'll give an example. There was one teacher, and very old one, retired. She was that time 80, and then lately she became the school inspector somewhere. She said, Swamiji, can I come with you for the lecture series in that place? I said, come, you stay with me, no problem. The place where I am staying, they have got a big house, you will get a room there also. So, naturally in my car only she was coming and going and all that. And one day, second day or third day, one girl came, and I was sitting with her in a jhula and nicely, talking here and there, some bhajan kirtan songs going on. This young lady came, must be in her late 20s, she came. She said, Swamiji, I want to talk to you something, ask you something. Yes, start. But I want to talk alone. I said, no, she is my mother, don't worry, nothing will be wrong. So she started. She asked one question. The moment she asked question to me, this old habit, she started replying. Then she asked the second question, expecting that I'll reply. But before I reply, default setting, patat. Once, twice, thrice. Ultimately, that young girl could not contain. She said, Amma, will you please shut up? I am talking to Swamiji, not to you, please. When this was said, then I thought, now it is going to become a bitter thing. I said, no, I only told her, Mama, you reply, you have got such a good experience. Anyway, if you don't like, she will not talk. Mama, get me my cup of tea. Good tea, okay? Don't put milk. And I somehow made the whole story and sent her out. So she went in the kitchen to get tea. And then she asked me something, that Swamiji, I had come home with a view to take divorce. I was fed up with my husband. We are married hardly for a year, but after now listening to you for last 2-3 days, I now know what is what. So I have come to thank you that I will revert my thoughts and go back. I said, very good, beta. Life is up and down. Where will you run away? Change yourself. That is life. Then this lady came with tea and that lady went. And then now her Ramayana started. And her Ramayana was, Swamiji, this is not for the first time. I said, Mama, I don't take salt in the tea. Your tear should not fall in the tea, okay? Give me separately. And then she said, this is always happening. Whenever I talk to somebody with all sincerity, they say always like this. I said, Mama, please understand, when you are not required to talk, you should not talk. More than what we should talk, we have to learn when we should not talk. Now tell me, is this to be taught in the old age or KG1, KG2? But old people don't understand. Now what is the problem? Problem is anything talking about anything, somebody talking, and if the oldie is there, he will have some experience of similar kind in his past. And immediately there is a connection and then he starts. जब हम छोटे थे तब की बात है. Who cares? See? Now what is the reason? Reason that when we are interacting with the world, we gather experiences and we make a album of that experience. You know Al-Qaeda? This is album. And then everywhere our experiences, whether the other is interested or not, we don't become aware. We keep on talking and want to listen our own voice. And as a result, younger generation gets disgusted and they go away. Become aware of this. See? Now the reason is because we have gathered so many experiences and we have forgotten to delete. As a result, our hard disk is full. See? And when our hard disk is full, wisdom cannot go in because boredom is full. See, friends, therefore when we are acting in this world, either we get lost to search our result, what is happening in the world, we go away from us. Or when we are acting in this world, we gather experiences and keep them accumulating to such an extent that we are living under the load of our own experiences. And when you are under the load of anything, that will come out of you. Suppose you are climbing a staircase with a big load on your head and somebody asks you some question. Abhinay. Because that load is on your head. In the same manner, the load of our experiences doesn't allow us to remain in the present. Everything reminds us. Shall we call it a flashback or a flashback? See how important it is. Now the third thing, where we observe the result of our actions. When we are working in this world, doing anything, if our attention is what is happening to our mind as a result of every action. Yoginaha karma kuruvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. Every action is meant for purification of our mind, not adding garbage to our mind. See? Therefore, before doing the karma, at the time of doing the karma, and after the karma is done, our attention has to be what is happening inside. See? And if our mind remains at peace, gathers no impressions, then our mind is like a mirror, reflects everything, retains nothing. And therefore, we don't have to have more number of mirrors in your bedroom, because after I go and stand and go away, then somebody else has to come, oh, that earlier picture is there. No, it goes away. It doesn't retain anything. In the same manner, when our mind is like a mirror, it is always in the present. And when the mind is always in the present, we lead our life in spontaneity. No more carrying the burden of preparation. See? And the more we live our life spontaneously, the more we are in tune with the divine. Then alone the life is fulfilled. See? Otherwise what happens? See, when we over-prepare ourselves in life. In Detroit, I think this happened many years before. There was one Vishwa Hindu Parishad meeting, and 3 of us were called. I was there. One Sushil Muni, Jain Sadhu, he was called, and there was one Professor Rao. And first of all earlier things were over. Then, Swamiji, you please start. I said, our Muniji is eldest, we must honor him first. First he will talk, then I will talk. So he started. After he finished, after 1 hour, he said, now I request Swamiji to continue the thought from here onwards. So I took that last thread and continued for 1 hour. After that was over, then I also said, now I request Professor Rao to continue the thought further. Now, problem is, he has seen these 2 Babajis are freelancer. Then he, with all his books and flags and everything, went to the podium and he started. After 10 minutes he said, I am sorry, I don't know what I am talking, therefore I will read my lecture. And he read. The forum is Vishwa Hindu Parishad, collecting all Hindus together for some togetherness. And his lecture was, Taittiriya Upanishad says, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam. Absolutely out of context. And all what was said and developed by the earlier two speakers was completely nullified in the third one. Now what is the reason? The reason is he had already prepared. What is required should be given, not what you have prepared. Now why this happens? Because we have not learned to remain in the present. See, therefore friends, the secret of karma, law of karma, achievements, competence, competition, all these things are together only when we are leading our life in utter awareness and absolute present. See? One day one person asked me this question. Swamiji, please tell, how come it happens that we come for the talk and most of our questions are answered? How do you know our questions and how do you answer them? I said, look here, I don't know anything. But whatever is your requirement, that requirement is alone taken care of by the Lord. Please understand this basic principle of life. If I am talking to you, I will talk to you what I have decided. If I allow him to talk, then he decides. These are the requirements of today's audience. And those thoughts alone will come. See, when I goes away, he expresses. That is the secret of Karma Yoga. And when in this manner we start leading our life in utter awareness, you will see we will never be tired in life. Body will be tired once in a while, but we will not be tired. Those who are mentally tired, they end up in drinks, drugs, depressions. They are not able to hold on their own mind, constantly seeking support. See? Like, those who eat chewing gum. Watch, these various coaches who are, their, players are playing. They have no inner strength. When we don't have inner strength, we take the external support, is it not? Therefore, friends, this Karma Yoga is work in this world with a clear understanding. The world does not need us or our activities. It is our need that we are working in this world. Like you all have come here, I have also come. I am 100% clear about this. None of you need me. But I need to come and talk to you. And when I am in need, I will respect you. But if I come with this arrogance, you ignorant people, I have come here with such a great difficulty and you don't improve, then I will start rebuking you. No, it is not right. Now take this principle everywhere. If we do anything to anybody, please remember, nobody needs us in this world. It is our need that we work. See, the whole attitude behind karma will change. Therefore, 4 principles I told you. When we do the karma and observe the result outside, we go away from ourselves. We are blissful. Going away from the blissful self is ending in misery. Then, when we get lost in our experiences of life, we refuse to live in the present and always जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन भाड़ में. See? Or else we keep on accumulating all the karma and develop. I have done this thing, I have done that thing, I have done this thing, I have done that thing. On the contrary, if we become aware that every karma is a process of purification of our mind, be very attentive. A pure mind is that mind where the inquiry about the truth is kindled. If any thought regarding the world erupts in our mind is not pure. See, Bhagavan Shankaracharya in his commentary on Mundakopanishad, there he mentions in one of the place, pure mind is that mind where the jidnyasa, the inquiry, who am I, becomes the topmost priority. See? Do we have any thought how to harvest the mirage waters to solve the water problems of Gujarat? No. Because mirage waters, we have already discarded them only as illusions. In the same manner, this world has always been like this. There is nothing new that has ever happened. See? One girl phoned me yesterday from New Jersey. I know her right from her childhood. Now she is the mother of 2 children. So, very close to me. So, when her first baby was born, she came to India and I was in Lonavala that time. So, I was doing some of my work and then she said, Swamiji, please see my daughter, how cute she is looking. I said, look here, I'll come, let me finish my job. I'll not come in between. Go. And then after all my over, yes, Swamiji, you don't have taste. How sweet my daughter looks. I said, look here, your grandmother said this sentence when your mother was born. Your mother made the same mistake when you were born. And now you are telling the same thing about your daughter. What is new? See? In this world, nothing new has happened. See? Once you take this vision, then we come to know we are in this world to know the truth. Everything else must wait. See? Like you are here, I am talking. Will any one of you get up in between and say, Swamiji, she has not understood? No. You are interested in your learning, is it not? In the same manner, we are in this world to grow spiritually, not improving the others. God has failed. Not helping others, God has failed. Not changing others, He failed. Therefore, He has given up. And we want the world to change. See, this world has always been like that. There is nothing new. See? And in this attitude, when we reach, then we have learned the secret of the Karma Yoga as a path to reality. So, Vedanta Shastra tells, Karmani Chitta Shuddhartham Aikagrayartham Upasanam Mokshartham Brahma Vijnanam Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. Karma is not done for anything to be achieved in the outer world. But karma is a technique by which we are able to purify our mind. See? And the purification of the mind is initial stages. We have a lot of likes and dislikes. I don't like this, I like this thing. Who cares? If it is required to be done, should be done. That's all. If we perform and live to propagate and entertain our own likes and dislikes, we will strengthen them rather than coming out of them. See? Life is not entertaining personal likes and dislikes, but going beyond that. Then we are leading a life of karma yogi. This is the initial stage of purification. Then second thing is, likes and dislikes don't disturb us, but then the second virus enters. I am like that, I do like that, I don't know my duty, I, to the extent that there is a bank. I see. See? And then when this I becomes stronger, we become extremely vulnerable to every small little thing. Frustration, depression, expectation, dejection, and loneliness comes in life. I have done so much. See, to bring this I out of our system, this is the next path called as path of the bhakti yoga or the devotion. Therefore, karma is done only for our need. It is not that the world needs us. With this attitude, when we learn to live, we are walking the path to the reality, or else we will work here very hard and suffer throughout life. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Myo Namaha. Harihi Om.